What's hiding underneath things can be scary. Underwater, under your bed, especially what's under your carpet. Except when you get new carpet from Carpet One Floor and Home. After tearing up your old carpet, they'll vacuum and apply Health Annex antimicrobial to your subfloor, disinfecting and killing mold, mildew, and any remaining general awfulness. Carpet One Floor and Home goes the extra mile to protect you, your family, and your home. Carpet One Floor and Home in Columbia, making your home beautiful, guaranteed.
Good morning. Welcome to Radio Friends on this Monday, January the 25th. We start a new week, 2021, and my friend ALEX LaBRUNERIE is with us from LaBRUNERIE Financial. And we'll talk about getting ready for taxes.
Yes.
It is almost tax time, isn't it?
Well, end of January, one starts thinking the 1099s will be out, and will be March before we know it. So
Exactly. Now, I read that they are not extending the tax filing deadline this year.
Yes, I think that's correct, although I think a lot of accounting offices will be under a lot of stress trying to still be COVID safe, don't you?
Well, probably so. But at this point, April the 15th is the date for taxes.
Yeah, so I think it's noteworthy that required minimum distributions, which were suspended last year by Congress, are not suspended as far as we know this year. Yes.
Okay. So what happened if you did not take your minimum required distribution last year, 2020? Are you required to take both the one from last year and this year in 2021?
No, you're not. But you do need to make sure you make plans to take for a required minimum distribution for this year.
For 2021.
Yeah, some companies may suspend it, and they'll ask that they be notified that you want to take it. That you want to take it.
So
it's going to be company by company.
So you need to make sure that you tell them you want to take it, because if you don't, then you will be penalized.
Possibly, yes, because if the company doesn't send it out and you forget about it, it could be at least a minor hassle, and it could be a straight-out penalty.
Okay.
So work with your advisor on that, or the companies that you work with.
So what are some of the things that people need to be preparing for the tax season?
I think, first of all, Paul, I think getting ready to do IRA deductions, seeing if they have extra money, those that do, to increase their retirement plans, look at increasing their retirement savings through their workplace plans, monitor their budgets, look at their budgets. And I think for those that had a PPP loan, the payroll protection program, the loans that Congress authorized to help us all out as a country during the pandemic, that went to small businesses and larger businesses, making sure you've got your tax records for those receipts. That's going to be a lot of work really done by the accountants on behalf of their clients and for individual business owners.
Now, as far as making a contribution to an IRA or a Roth IRA, you have until April the 15th to make that contribution. Is that correct?
That's correct.
For 2020.
For 2020, yes.
For 2020. Now, let's say, and I know you're not a tax accountant, but let's say if you're anticipating that you're going to get a refund from your taxes and you file early, but you haven't received that refund yet, but you know that you're going to get it, and you want to make a contribution for 2020. What happens if you take that off of your income before you file it, before you actually get it, and then put the money in the IRA after you receive it, but it's before April the 15th?
I think it would be okay. You'd have to have cash, in a bank somewhere to make that transaction work, if I'm understanding it correctly. But I think you could, juggle that, and I think it would work out.
Okay.
You're just kind of floating your tax refund.
Right, exactly. But
Yeah.
as long as you make it before April the 15th and you
That's
take it
right.
off of your 2020 taxes, you're okay.
That's right. Yes,
okay.
as long as you notify the IRS via the 1040 that
Yeah, and then make
you
sure
qualify.
that you do that. Otherwise, you're going to be in trouble.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Anything else that we...
I think we're looking. It's January. We're looking ahead in 2021. I think 2020 is going to go down as a very negative year. With the pandemic, we are trying to rebuild our economy, and we're doing an okay job of it in a macro level, nationally. There's going to be a vaccine eventually. As of now, it's not widely distributed. By the summer, Wall Street is anticipating that a large percentage of our population will be vaccinated, and we'll be able to get traveling again, maybe go to restaurants. Exactly when? Is it June, July, August, September? I don't think anyone knows for sure.
I know, but don't you think once that vaccine is widely distributed, there is such a pent-up emotion here?
Emotion and money. There's $2 trillion in unspent consumer money. So you'll have, the Biden administration wants to put another $2 trillion in stimulus that's his proposal he's made. The Federal Reserve is working on stimulus. We had the $1 trillion stimulus plan from late December when the Republicans were still in the charge of the Senate. And then we have $2 trillion sitting in bank accounts by the average, American family that is ready to go to Disney World.
You're saying that the average American family, all combined, there's $2 trillion in pent-up money. But what about the
unspent consumer demand, as economists might call it?
Okay. But what about the people who right now can't pay their rent?
Yeah, so hopefully, the economy gets them back to work at their wages close to or near or above what they were making pre-COVID. The unemployment extensions are continuing, and the rent moratoriums, and I think will be extended.
So if we can get that, if we can all get vaccinated, hopefully by the middle to end of summer, things could look better.
Yes, and we start seeing this in our rearview mirror as we move forward.
I hope you're right, Alex.
I do too.
In the meantime, wear that mask, and if you want more information, you can contact Alex or any of the good people over at LaBRUNERIE Financial. How do they do that?
Our number is 573-449-5313.
Okay, or on the web?
At labrunerie.com.
Got it. Okay. Happy New Year to you, Alex.
Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year.
Yeah, stay healthy. Alex, you come in here, you wear 2 masks. You're double protected. I appreciate that. It bothers me when I go someplace and I see somebody's not wearing a mask. Please wear your mask. You're doing it for yourself and for people around you. All right? Have yourself a nice day. Something you'd like to hear and see, drop me an email. That's pepperp@missouri.edu. And if you're out and about, even though you're wearing a mask, they can't see you, smile anyway.